Hi, hello. I'm Julie Holmes, technology and innovation expert, keynote speaker, both in person and virtually. And I'm talking this week about how we can get connected, stay connected, and be more engaging when we are doing video conversations and video voicemail. So we know that many people right now are not in the office, and we're all still trying to keep our sense of normalcy and to keep our businesses going by doing a lot of web meetings and a lot of online interaction. Over the course of the last series of videos, I've talked about why it's really important for us to get on video, not just having voicemail conversations and not just, having web meetings where I don't show my video. We need to be showing ourselves on video so that we can connect and engage better. And I've talked about cameras and lighting, and I've talked about sound. And now I really want to talk about kind of where it all comes together, and that's engagement. Now, engagement is all about how do I keep people and get people engaged and interacting really well on video. And that is kind of almost a little bit tricky. Now, the first reason that it's tricky is because we have to do all the things I've already talked about in this series of videos to make it easy for people to connect with me and to be engaged by me on video. But let me give you 3 specific strategies that you can leverage to be more engaging when you're on video. First up, when you're on video, you're on video. And that means that, and I realize that sounded quite obvious, but let me tell you what I mean. Imagine that you're on a web meeting and there are 6 people on this virtual meeting. Now, normally, if somebody's talking, everybody would turn their head and watch this other person talking. Well, that's great, except that what's happening is we're actually watching all 6 people on the screen, not just the one that's talking. So when you're not the one talking, when you're not the one listening, remember, you are still on video. You're still there. People are still looking at you. So when you think that somebody else is talking and everybody should be looking at them, they are looking at them and you. So don't forget and get distracted and think everybody's looking over here when in fact you're over here and you're like, I'm gonna shuffle through some papers and I'm gonna look at my notebook and I'm gonna have a side conversation. And if you wouldn't do it in a real meeting, don't do it in a virtual meeting. Give people your undivided attention. They are struggling to be on video as well, and they are struggling to be connected and to stay engaged. So give them that same level of attention and courtesy that you would want to receive. So that's one tip. The second tip is to be more. I know that seems hard. It's really easy when we're sitting in our own offices and we're by ourselves to kind of tone it down a notch, right? It's hard to get excited when you're just talking into a camera, but remember that camera represents all the people that you're talking to. Here's a great analogy. I want you to imagine that you're at an exercise class, back when all the gyms were open, and you're at this exercise class and there's an amazing Zumba instructor in front, or maybe it's a kickboxing class, it doesn't matter, but there's somebody up there and they are giving it their all. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna do 50 more sit-ups. This is gonna be great. And they're all excited. And they are giving you 100% of their energy. And then when we look at the audience or the people that are exercising in front of them, what we're really seeing is that most of those people are like, okay, 50 more, I'm super excited. And they're giving 50% of that energy back. It's what I call the ripple effect. When we communicate on any medium, and video is harder even than in person, we have to give twice as much out as what we want to get back from the audience. We just lose it. The farther away people are, the smaller and less those ripples go. So be enthusiastic. Go ahead and be all in. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's really helpful for people on the other end. Remember, we are on video to help others, not just ourselves. This isn't about us. So be engaging, be enthusiastic, and they will reciprocate for that. And the last and final tip that I want to give you about being engaging on video is to be on video. I know I said this in the very beginning, but I want to close with it as well. It is tempting. It is tempting to not get up and have a shower. And it is tempting, or maybe that's just me, but it's tempting. It's tempting to just sit down in my pajamas. It's tempting to just use a picture of me or to use a picture of my dog or a picture of the sunset. Don't. Now is the time more than ever where people need to see your face and they need to interact with you. And we need to build that rapport and trust. So get out of your comfort zone and get on video. You've got this. And together we are going to get through this very difficult time, but we're going to get through it together. And we're going to get through it by staying connected. I hope you found these series of videos and these tips helpful. And I can't wait to see you all on video, and feel free to drop me a note or a message, but I know that you are going to be able to stay connected and stay engaged. And I hope that you will also stay well. I'm Julie Holmes. Thank you so much for watching.